Hi, folks. Welcome back. Today, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. It's been about 6 months now since we started Sidetracks Board Game Club in Elwood City. We got started around Labor Day weekend of 2023, and we actually were in the space for about 2 months prior to opening, just getting everything ready, getting it cleaned up, organized, painted, making the upgrades and getting everything set. So I thought I'd do a little State of the Union here in terms of where we stand with Sidetracks Board Game Club. A lot of people ask me almost on a daily basis. People are asking, how's it going down at the shop? And, there's kind of two sides to that question. If you can think of it as a coin, right? There's two sides to that coin. The first is the mission side, which I feel is going really well. All the people who have come into the shop over the last 6 months seem to really have a good time and enjoy hanging out, just having people to spend time with. We've had some great conversations. I've met some great people. We've had donations from different people to help sponsor scholarships for some of the students up at Lincoln Junior Senior High School. Some of the kids who maybe wouldn't be able to afford to buy a membership on their own or just might not be able to swing it. And so we were able to give out some scholarships to some kids, and some of those kids have been coming to the shop on a weekly basis for our after school clubs, and it's been great. I've got to know some new kids and really enjoyed spending some time with them. Even simple things like sitting down and playing Battleship, and spending a little one-on-one time with the kid. It's been great. So I think the kids who are coming to those after-school programs have really benefited from it and have been having a really good time. The adults that have been coming in, same thing. I've built some really nice friendships and met some new people and really enjoyed getting to know people better and just spending time together, hanging out. That's the thing about Sidetracks, and I'm not sure that I've been able to adequately convey it to people, but it's really not just about the games. It's about people. And, after COVID, it was so easy for people to just sort of stay home and sort of isolate themselves at home and watch Netflix, and you get your groceries delivered and you do your banking online, you order everything you need from Amazon. And if you wanted to, you would never have to leave the house, especially for people who work from home, right? Everything can be done within the four walls of your house. And so Sidetracks is sort of a healthy alternative to get out and sort of break out of that rut, because really living your life in isolation like that is not necessarily a healthy thing. So for me, it's been great. It gives me an opportunity to get out, even sometimes when I don't feel like getting out of the house. It forces me out, and when I'm there, I'm always having a good time, and I'm always glad that I got out of the house and spend some time around other people, because that's really what it's all about, is spending time with people. And so from that aspect, it's been really great. And I think the people who are coming into the shop on a regular basis, because we have members who come in weekly, if not daily. Some people are in 3-4 times a week, and that's great. And I think they're really getting a lot of benefit from it. The flip side to that coin is sort of the business side of it. And that side of it hasn't been going great, to be honest with you. I've tried to be transparent with my YouTube channel and the videos that I've created all through this process of starting this thing up and getting it going. And I knew from the beginning it's kind of a long shot. Being a sports guy, sports fan, I've always compared it to Appalachian State going into the big house trying to play Michigan. And every couple of years, Appalachian State pulls off a thriller and pulls one out. But 9 times out of 10, Michigan's going to win. So Sidetracks being a success to me is Appalachian State. It's a long shot to start with, because it's something that's pretty unique. I'm not sure, from a business plan standpoint, there's not a huge market in Elwood City, right? So we're trying to really appeal to people in terms of other things, trying to put importance on the value of community and things that are hard to to put a price on. And so converting that to dollars and trying to be able to sell that is difficult. And I'm not a natural salesman as it is. So sales and marketing is not my forte. I'm good at organizing things and sort of putting structures in place, but I'm not a sales guy. So it's been a struggle to do that and to convert interest. We've had a lot of interest, a lot of positive comments on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. A lot of people say, "Oh, that's a great idea. I wish I had one of those in my town," or "That's awesome. We can't wait to come down." But converting that into actually people coming through the door has been a challenge. And so right now we're struggling on that front a bit, 6 months into this. And so, I really contemplated whether or not to keep the doors open after next month. So our current winter memberships go through mid-March. And luckily I have a month-to-month lease. That was part of the deal going into this. I knew, because this was a long shot, I didn't want to lock into a long-term lease because I just didn't even know if it would survive a few months or a month, So we have a month-to-month lease, which, we can basically walk away from at any time. And so our winter memberships go through mid-March. So I was committed to seeing this through the end of March at least, so that we can follow through on the commitments we made and the people who got memberships through March. And I was really debating, is it time to pull the plug on this? And as much as I want to keep trying and keep it going, financially, you can't do that if you're losing money every month. So I was sort of, had a hard decision to make. And so what I decided is I'm going to keep it going at least through Memorial Day. So we will start up spring clubs, spring after school clubs, and we'll have a spring membership session here coming up, which will go from mid-March until Memorial Day. And then at that point, we really have to look at it again and make a tough decision to see whether or not we can keep it going. It costs about $600 to $700 a month just to keep the doors open. And, I don't have any employees. I don't pay myself anything. I spend 40 to 50 hours a week down at the shop, but I don't get paid anything for that. So really that $600 to $700 is just to pay the gas and the electric and the rent, and for, basic supplies like toilet paper and paper towels and garbage bags and things like that. So we've really, tried to be bare bones in terms of expenses and keep things at a minimum. But even that, I'm struggling to generate $600 to $700 a month in revenue. And so if I can't do that, I'm just not going to be able to keep it going. So found out about a program at Grove City College, an entrepreneurship program where they provide small businesses with an intern, and they have a grant that helps pay for the intern. So I went ahead and applied for that because it goes like March through May, the same time frame that I'm talking about. And I'm hoping, maybe we'll be able to be successful there, and we'll get an intern or two that would be able to help with marketing strategies and trying to give me some ideas on how to get some more people through the door, because that's been the biggest challenge. Like I said, the people who are coming in and playing, they keep coming back because they're having a good time. But it's a struggle to get people in for the first time. I think because it's something different, people think, well, I'm not really into games. And so there's not a real attraction there. And it's a struggle to get them to understand, it's not really about games. It's about having people to hang out with and enjoying other people's company. And the games are just sort of a mechanism to help that. And so even if there's one game that you like, you can come in and sit and play hearts all night, every night. Or, maybe you like to play chess, or there's a particular game, that you enjoy. You can come in and play that every single time you come in. And some people like that. Other people, they want to try every game on the shelf. And so it just depends on what you're looking for. But anyway, that's kind of where we stand right now. And like I said, I've enjoyed sort of chronicling this whole story and doing these sort of video journals throughout the process as we develop this thing. And so I thought 6 months in, this is a good opportunity to sort of, put it out there, let you know where things stand, and show you the behind the scenes of what's going on with a small business startup in a small town. So, like I said, we're going to keep things going. We're gonna try to extend this at least through Memorial Day, and then we'll reassess where we're at that point. So, if you're not doing anything this week, we've got a rummy tournament on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So you come in and play 500 rummy, try to get your name up on the wall of champions. And next month in March, we're going to have 2 different tournaments. One, we're going to be playing the game Blockus, which is a super simple, easy game to learn. And we're also going to try to pull off a Hack Wilson Memorial tabletop baseball tournament. And so Hack Wilson was a Major League Baseball player, Hall of Famer, who was born in Elwood City. And he holds the all-time Major League Baseball record for most RBIs in a season. And so it's kind of cool. We're going to do this little tabletop board game tournament to honor him. And we have a game that my brother and I actually created. It's based on a game we used to play as kids called Championship Baseball, but we've customized it and basically designed our own game. And so the people who enter this tournament, there's going to be a limited number of seats. There's only going to be 12 teams available. But the people who enter this tournament will actually get some baseball cards and the materials that they need where they could actually take this home and play the game at home. So it should be a cool thing. And, even if we don't keep this thing going, it'll be at least cool to pull this off one time and give it a shot. And we'd love to make it an annual event. If we can keep Sidetracks going, then the Hack Wilson Memorial Tournament will be an annual event. But we need people to sign up and help us get that going. So if you've been thinking about coming to visit Sidetracks and you just haven't made it down, or maybe you tried it out and just haven't been able to make it back, we hope you'll come back in, give it another shot, come down and play some games, hang out, enjoy company of other people, because that's really what it's all. See ya.